Okay.
All right, so today is Monday, March the 7th, okay? Stoichiometry. 4 simple steps to doing a stoichiometry problem. How far did we get on Friday? Okay. Yeah, I'll let you have we talked about number 3 at all?
Yes. We did the first part.
Okay, let's just to kind of get us refreshed and back into the flow, let's start talking about 3b. Okay? And in that equation, you have 2 potassiums plus a chlorine gas going to 2 KCl solids. Okay? So there's step 1. We have a balanced equation. Step 2, just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. That comes from an old movie, Dragnet. Anyway, there was a TV show in the 50s. Tom Hanks and John Belushi wrote a movie doing it. But anyway, Jim Belushi, not John. He's dead. And so, anyway, so what am I given? What am I looking for? In part B.
1 gram of CO2.
1 gram of Cl2, and what am I looking for? Grams of KCl. Now I like to go ahead and put right above the symbol 1 gram, and what am I looking for in terms of units? Because I may be looking for moles. I may be given moles looking for grams. You can go anywhere in there. If you're given moles looking for moles, it's just 1 step. So this is your stoichiometry roadmap. This is your guide just to tell you where to start and where to finish.
I'm going to have that on the quiz.
No, you just have that in your brain. Okay? You can do this.
The quiz is Friday or Thursday?
Yeah, Friday. Okay? So, what's my mole ratio now between my given and my unknown?
2 to 1.
2 to 1. Don't make that hard. It's whatever the number is in front of those 2 things. 2 to 1. It's from the balanced equation. It's just always unknown over known. Okay? And so now I solve this starting with what's given, 1 gram of chlorine. So now I'm here, so how do I convert it to moles?
Times
What?
1 mole.
1 mole. 70.9.
1 mole over the molar mass of chlorine. Now, since it's a subscript 2, we're going to multiply 35.45 times 2. If it's a coefficient like this one when we did the last part A, it's not, because it's just potassium. Okay? So it's going to make that 70.90 grams. So if I stop right there, what do I end up with? Where am I in my process? Moles of given or moles of chlorine. So now I know how many moles of chlorine in it. Because my balanced equation tells me I don't have to have a whole mole. Just however many moles I have, I'm going to get twice as many moles of this. So I only have a very small fraction of a mole. But however many of this I have, I'm going to have twice as many of that small fraction of a mole of KCl. So what do I put in my next step?
Times 2 moles of, 2 moles of K over 1 mole of CO2.
KCl.
I'm sorry.
Over 1 mole of Cl2. Because moles of Cl2 cancel. So now I have, if I was to stop right here, I have my moles of unknown. And then what's next step? Times the molar mass. And how do we get the molar mass of KCl?
Add up the mass of K and C.
39.10 plus 35.45 goes to 74.55. Where does moles need to go? So I'm always going to say 74.55 grams over 1 mole. Y'all, molar mass is always per 1 mole. The only time you use the coefficients is right here in this mole ratio. So now you're going to go 1 divided by 70.90 times 2 times 74.55 equals, and to 3 sig figs, what do we get?
2.10.
2.10 grams of KCl. Okay? So this is how I want to see your answer. I want to see a unit and I want to see a label. Okay? A unit and a label. Now listen. You guys look at this and you see gray and you just say, man, he's really old. Okay? And I am. But that just means that I've done this for a very, 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 way too long of a time. Okay? But it also means that I have experience. I have wisdom.
Wow.
Okay? I've done this with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students, including, by the way, our illustrious guest over here, Rachel Morris. She is a graduate of Spain Park in 2020. She was my most outstanding pre-AP chemistry student. She was my most outstanding AP chemistry student. She is now at Auburn University studying to be a chemistry teacher.
Yay!
So she is here as part of her education classes. She was also very much a big part of the band, and she was the drum major of the band. Okay, while here.
You're the newest one.
Okay? I forgot to say that part on the other classes on the introduction. But those of you across the world watching this on video, hey, incredible young lady right here. She's here all week. Okay? So, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids. Listen. Show your work. Your units are your friend. Guys, especially. Not only, but especially. You have lousy handwriting. You tend to be messy. You tend to have your thoughts kind of all over the page. Y'all, generally. Okay? Hey, if you go and look at my college notebooks, they're very neat. I'm a messy handwriter. I had to start printing because my handwriting was so bad it couldn't be read. Okay? But I learned how to systematically organize problem solve, and it's very successful. Kids that learn how to do this become very successful. And Rachel will verify that every science class you take, every math class that you take in the future, you're going to need to be able to have a systematic method of problem solving. You just start multiplying, adding numbers, and just randomly trying to keep track. You don't put your units on. When you find X, you don't have a clue as what X is. Okay? So follow the yellow brick road. I promise you'll get to Oz. You'll get to the promised land. You'll get to the right answer. Okay? So, do this. Now, turn your page over and look at number 6.
Okay.
Oh, yes, there's a back. But wait, there's more. Okay, look at number 6 though. What are we given in number 6? Moles, right? So where are we starting in the process here?
The second?
Here.
Yeah.
So do we need the molar mass of my given? No, we're already to moles.
Nice.
So you're going to go from here to here on this one. So you could be given anything. You could be given moles, looking for moles. That's like the first of 2 problems. They're very simple. You can be given moles looking for mass. You can be given mass looking for moles. Okay? Or you can do the whole 9 yards. It doesn't matter. Okay? So just know where you start, know where you finish. Set your units up so they cancel. Take the milliseconds, put the millijoules of energy in to write the grams and of what? And then cancel everything out and you'll see what you get in the end. I promise you it'll help you to be successful. I want everybody in here to make an A. I really, really do. Okay? I really, really do. But you gotta be willing to change from your wicked ways, from your unorganized ways. All right, you got the rest of the time now. 1 through 5 is going to be due for homework tonight. Okay, 1 through 5, and then we'll do work on 6 through 10 tomorrow. And I'm going to add in something new tomorrow.
So we don't have to do 6 through 10.
Yeah, work on 6. If you've done 1 through 5, that's all I'm going to check for tomorrow. But if you're finished 1 through 5, start working because we're going to do 6 through 10, all of them, and get a grade. You're gonna submit it online
Nice.
by midnight tonight.
Oh.
Actually, it's by class time tomorrow. Okay, you're gonna stop.